I'll get him.
Lucas, watch what Grandpa's doing there.
Oh! Yeah, this looks to me like it's for Daddy. Yeah, that's for Dad. Let's see what Dad got there.
Here we go.
Let's watch Daddy open it now.
Careful.
Come on, Daddy's gonna open his present.
Okay, I'll get it.
Cousins are up for Easter. Nana, say that again. Hi, Anna. There's Mary. How old are you now, Mary?
15.
Woo! Ready for her permit soon. All right, Anna.
And I'm 4.
John, how old are you now?
28.
28, going on what? 11? 10?
12.
12, going on 12. All right, good smile there. And they're headed up towards the treehouse. Thomas, how old are you?
I'm 9.
All right. Lucas, how old are you?
7.
Woo. Peter, I think he's a ripe 37. Ooh, where are they? There's Anna. Yes, it's a tall treehouse, isn't it?
He just walks to the edge and jumps off.
Okay.
You never go up there, Chris. He built this, was it last year he built it for Luke? He figured this would be the summer for the tree house, and then came out and it was all, no, Pete, it was wonderful, wonderful. That was too high, my gosh. Not only that, look at those holes. He could have fallen right through. But it wouldn't have been so problem. You know, Luke is pretty good, but I was afraid the girls would end up, you know, breaking their necks. I was thinking something on stilts, you know. With Pete? Oh, that's the way he does it, though. He does. That's the dad. Christopher! Christopher! Hi. I see you.
I just ate that piece of Mom, look, down here.
Ooh, Chris, if you don't feel comfortable with any of this, you just speak up. Really? Those steps going down are really obnoxious, though. I mean, they really twist and turn.
At this sort of thing than
Lack of tree houses.
when we were kids.
You remember where they used to live, don't you? In that yellow house next to the priest?
Pretty cool.
I didn't know that was
Mm. She had a couple more.
after that.
Yeah, I think there's a kind of makeup deal. Uncle Phil?
Kitty's gonna climb up there with everybody.
Say, Uncle John now, how old are you?
31.
31.
Oh, the earth moved.
We're getting everybody's ages, name, and serial number. Chris, we won't ask you your age, but you just
I'm
say
39,
hi to.
and all the rest of them hope that they look as good as I look.
Yes, and nobody wants to go backwards in age either, from what I hear. Everyone always says they don't want to be any younger, that's for sure.
Well,
Maybe 70-something might. It's a good time of life though, isn't it, Chris?
This is a good time.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not sure.
Really? I don't think I'll have trouble with that one, but I think I'll have trouble with 50. That's too close to 60. Man. But that's, I think I'm okay now wherever I'm at
But when,
today.
yeah,
I don't know what I'll be like tomorrow.
let's see, when I turn 50, Mark will be like 14.
How much?
17.
17. Is that necklace on your neck from, did you just make that for fun, or is that from a girlfriend? Or who did?
Friend of mine from school.
Very nice. Here comes Aunt Katie, and she is how old? Katie's 33? 34?
Older than that. I think she's 34.
34. With little Marky, and Mark is about 6. No, Mark is 4. 3? He's 3. Okay, I'm just jostling now. Mark is 3.
What'd you say, Pete?
I can remember Easter was so hard.
Be careful, Phil.
Sweating like crazy.
I remember one year Paul and I took Matthew and Nathan. Phil and Jody were both
I think so. We're renting monkeys next week to fill it up. Now, Mark, how old are you? We're getting everyone's age and name.
33.
Ooh, 33. Good age.
and young.
Very
And
nice
young.
age, yeah.
40 is even better, we've decided. So.
Oh, is that right?
So
Who
you're
have you
okay.
asked about being 40?
Well, we're kind of on that end of the scale.
Okay.
Phil and I just hope the rest of the year are in such good condition for 39 and 40 as we are. It's going to take a lot of luck.
Yeah, I hope I'm still alive at 39. That's quite an accomplishment in itself, I would think. 6 kids and still alive and relatively sane.
And we still have school loans. See, so you're not so bad off. We'll just transfer our payments right on to Matthew.
There.
I have Sarah, a puppy.
Does she like you?
Yes.
You're very good with her, aren't you?
Yeah.
She looks like she's just your dolly, huh? Is she?
That's how you were married that one summer with those kitties. No, you were about Anna's age. Yeah, you were. You were just the same. Yeah, my name's Colleen.
I like holding Sarah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Thomas, will you run out and tell Pete that there's a phone call for him? Leroy Severson?
Very nice, Anna.
Thank you.
Her name's Ara. Her name's Sarah.
We didn't really name her yet, officially.
That's a cute name.
Yeah, we named her Sarah.
Oh, I know, they all wanted Sarah.
Why'd you name it
She'll be
Sarah?
here tomorrow.
Huh?
She'll be here
Is it a girl puppy?
I imagine.
Well, a girl puppy
We
could
had
have
to have this puppy because our other one died.
been.
So I wanted under the pickup.
Maybe.
My mom was just driving my lady's house, so she didn't know.
Why do we name the puppy Heidi?
So this was Mom's idea.
Mine with a little help of my friends here. They all saw it. We all like it.
Now, who can fall, who can not
Today
fall
we
in
can play
love?
outside here.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
it.
all, are you a little jealous?
Oh, is she?
I wonder if she's a little jealous.
She blends right in with your carpet there, doesn't she?
Mom. Mom.
Watch it.
Every basket. I was watching the Cass Lake game. Every basket. We weren't even playing, but she was going.
I warned the people behind me and they said, oh, that's all right because you're short. And I sit down right away too. But last night, Friday night, we sat beside Bonnie.
Grandpa. You want to be a little girl? Yeah. Then look at Grandpa.
What?
Then look at.
Here's Grandma controlling the chaos here. Good job, Grandma. What time is it? 2:56. This is going really well. We got a little spread out here all over the yard and into the mud. So we're just kind of doing some things with them here. Grandma's taking over. Big help. playing follow the leader up there with them. Couple of scragglers over there I'm listening to. CG and Heidi. Grandma's following the leader still. Grandpa. You've done some work for us, Vern. Remember that chair you fixed for our house? In Pete's office? The swivel chair. You'll probably never forget it. Piece it together. Still in one piece.
He's ready to start surveying. Joe! Ready?
I've already spoken for something.
Come on! Downstairs!
There's Fritz on the steps. Are you paying off your speeding ticket? That's why I dug. That's why I dug deeply, dear, today.
What do you mean? That's supposed to make it right?
Yeah, that'll pay it off.
Yeah, right. Remember, next time I get a speeding ticket, you better not say anything.
I don't lecture, do I?
Oh?
Sarah, no.
Well, might as well lay it in.
Digging a trench from our new well here. That's okay. No, I think this is actually better.
Guys, Grandpa can open
I can
it now.
see.
Let's just get away a little bit so Mom can
Sit
see.
down. You guys sit down.
It's a
You guys sit
truck.
down.
That's pretty hard to do.
Sit down.
Oh, man.
Oh, I can't guess.
I think it's a truck, that's what I think.
Oh, let's see, what
How
could
about a
it be?
baseball glove? Grandpa
Should
needs
be
another
6 bottles.
baseball glove.
I mean,
6
bottles.
I know I don't have any baseball gloves. I gotta get a baseball glove.
Bottles of
Go and tell
Oh,
him.
yeah, I bet there is.
hot soda.
Huh?
No, there's not.
Yeah, there is.
It's
It's a truck.
Tell him.
it's 4 packs of soda.
4 what?
4 packs of soda.
Oh! Someone did a
Oh,
good job of
boy.
wrapping this. Did you wrap this, Chris?
Just rip it off,
Huh?
Grandpa.
Well, we gotta save the paper.
No, we don't. We're not saving any of this.
Maybe Mom wants the paper.
Oh,
No.
we gotta go to Target one of these nights and load up for next year.
There you go. Just rip it
I
off.
think
We
it's
don't
a-
care.
I think it's a truck.
No.
Or a baseball glove. Huh? Oh, I bet. Oh, what a big box.
Woo! What do I see?
It looks like a shirt. Huh?
Big shirt.
A
Yep,
big
Grandpa,
shirt.
you're right.
Looks like-
Big shirt.
looks like one of
Do you know where the second time was?
the- Who wrapped this thing? Did you wrap it? Huh? Ah, that's really hard to open. I've got a pull on it. Ah, come on, help me. Help me. Ah, look.
Don't break it, you guys.
Yeah, wait now, wait now, wait now.
Oh, don't say anything.
Wait now.
Don't tell
It
him.
doesn't look like a truck. No? Not like a
It's a
truck.
Kjolhaug,
Doesn't
isn't
look
it?
like a
It looks like a shirt. It looks like a shirt. Oh, needle. I think May's gonna have to. I bet she has to share that with somebody.
Oh, man.
Huh?
No, Grandma's present.
Oh.
All the kids.
The dog's gonna.
Oh, my goodness. We have a fingerprint on it. Who did that? That was my Let me see. Wow, mine are the right.
Now can we write your names on here?
No.
Can't we write your names on here so I know which
You can
one?
read it at home for us.
So I know which
At
hand.
your house. That one's mine.
Yeah, no, I won't
We
take.
have the other present.
I won't take the time
Look at
here.
this
Oh, well.
Luke, move
alright.
out of the way, honey. I want to see it.
Thank
Have
you.
Grandma hold that up so we can
Thank
see that
you.
here. See
Thank
all your
you.
handprints.
Chris, a little bit.
There we go. Ooh, they all did show up.
Chris, which one? Where's yours, Chris? Where's yours?
Open it,
Okay,
Grandma.
just a minute, honey.
Where's
I
your
have to
print
pull
on
this
there?
up.
Don't you?
Here, maybe.
Bring Grandpa the sweatshirt so he can see it.
Oh,
Big book.
a wonderful book. Let us see what it's called. Just a minute. Women's Devotional Bible.
Flowers.
Oh, how nice.
Flowers.
Thank you very much, you guys.
Let me tell you about. We really have not sold many dogs.
You have not
But this
sold
one
any dogs?
man, he came in and bought 4 rabbits, a monkey, and he complained he wanted to buy the Snoopy
A dog?
right here.
And he was willing to, how much was he willing to pay for that?
$15,000. He
Really?
even offered $1 million,
And
but no sale.
no sale, no
His cat
cigar.
is ours.
Okay.
No comments.
How about, would you tell me about those birds there that you have in your pet?
These birds, no one has bought a bird yet.
No
They're
one's bought a
having a
bird.
nice time in their cage. They cost $75.
75. I
It's
can.
nice. This is a commercial on television.
Okay.
And here we bought some rabbits. They're very popular. There's only one left. We started out with, I think, 5 rabbits. One man took all the rest. $75 each of those. Can I buy this $100 for each? Can I buy that television? We sold. No, I don't remember. I think this is all of them right here. One was sold and taken back. Instead, we had 3 monkeys. One was gone. Hey, $300 for each monkey. All the stuff. No. $1,000 horses. We had another one that
Okay.
was sold earlier today.
Oh, it was.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
These animals are not for sale.
They are not for sale.
No.
Okay.
And that's our house area.
That's your house area. Oh, okay. My, what a house it is. Yes, you keep all your babes there, huh?
Susie.
Okay.
Here's a check. I have one too. Here's a check. Hey, Mom. Here's all the animals that guy bought. Not for all of them.
Is he returning them?
Yes, he returned them.
And
Here's-
who are
I
you,
forgot to
ma'am?
tell you about our turtle. The
Okay.
turtle is right here.
The turtle. She's how much? $30 for a turtle?
People misunderstand here. They
Why?
think I put it.
Sometimes it hurts and sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, Chris. Come on, please.
Hate the movie.
I don't think so.
Show me.
Yeah.
Come on.
Out you go.
Could you kindly tell me what to feed this animal? I want to do.
Mama.
I want to do everything right now. You know.
Isn't printing. Mom, stop printing.
It isn't, huh?
Trained? Is the
They're
puppy
pretty
trained?
much trained.
Are they pretty much trained?
I want to know one
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Oh, I'm so afraid that's gonna fall on the
Yeah,
floor.
has done that before, honey. Please, careful.
Here.
Wait, this cord is. You see where it is? It's
Oh, yeah.
hot.
Yeah, no, it's not you.
Oh, that's quite an additional expense.
Well,
Maybe you'd reduce the price if we have to
you can pick it up tomorrow.
The
pick up
shots?
No, you can pick up
what? And then
tomorrow.
you'll get the shots tonight, so
Yeah,
that we
no, they
don't.
have their sets for their puppies. They have their sets.
Well,
No, but
now
that's just a
you're
puppy.
not agreeing, and you're both
Excuse me, honey.
owners of the store, so
They
we
have
have.
their shots. They
they
had
have.
shots and rabies shots.
And rabies shots.
Okay.
Oh,
And I
okay.
think we need a record.
How about
of
the
that.
Lyme shot? You had the Lyme shot too?
Yes.
Huh?
Princeton.
Oh, okay.
All the shots they need.
All the shots that they need. Okay.
These birds.
But you know, we really have to have a record of that, so we have it in our dog file.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna listen to you guys talk here so I can get this. Show me about your birds, Heidi.
Our birds.
Yes, tell me about those.
This one is a colorful parrot.
Equals.
He can't balance on
You
it.
can't, huh?
Oh, I pressed minus.
Nice.
Is
We use like
this is really all we need to
we use
think
a
about,
bread
huh?
thing for
Just take them
Okay.
home and
them
love
to
them.
stand on.
But we gotta have dog. We gotta have dog food too.
$200.
What do you- what-
Oh,
what should we
I
feed
gotta
them?
tell you about the monkeys.
Don't you feel sell dog food?
$200.
Can we feed them table
I
scraps?
already paid you, Sam.
Or should you have dog food?
Dog food.
Dog food, huh? Yeah, what kind of
You
dog
put this
food
in
do you
our
have?
money up
What?
there.
What kind of dog food should we have?
We put our
GTA?
this in our money. Sure. There.
Huh? That's the
Do you know what
best
that is, Anna? GTA dog food? Good answer.
Better
That's Pete's dog. That's kind of dog food Pete sells. He works for GTA, so he sells animal food. That's one of the things he sells.
Well, I think this is about all we can manage right
Yeah,
now.
for
You know, it's
sure.
right after Christmas,
what
and
about
so
this? We
but
can't get the
especially
presents.
if
But
they-
I know what we can do.
Especially if they're not trained.
They are trained. Up and then we can make our own.
if he
little
had it
machine.
shot, I mean,
Yes.
no, yeah, we
How much
told me
do
that.
You get a
How much
rabies
do
shot
all
and
the
a Lyme
animals
shot.
cost?
Yeah, I was gonna ask something else now.
I'll
What
buy
was
you.
it?
All the animals. Nope. One of our rules is you can't buy all of
You can't buy what?
all the animals.
Can't you buy them all?
He's
Why
spent
not?
like Leah. But then you owed me. We bought like 2 monkeys, 2 rabbits, and it printed the answers. Printed the answer. I pressed that. He got like 4 rabbits.
What did you press, Heidi, Maria?
Ooh,
Why
you
don't
bought
we do
4
it
rabbits?
over? 100.
You really?
I got 4 rabbits. Maybe it'll work out. A horse. Wow.
You must have lots of money.
2. Whatever you press, 2
Plus it'll work.
2 monkeys. 2 of the little monkeys. No one has bought this big monkey yet. No one. Leah, that's how it works. Okay, now we.
You know what our problem is?
Okay, let's start it over.
Our house
now
is
that we
too
know
small
it's
for a monkey. It would be lots of fun.
All right, 100 plus 100. Let's do something. We got these horses on Disney on. No, sure don't. I'm gonna say something.
Oh, okay.
I'm rich.
You're rich, Chelsea. You are.
I got a lot of money because I worked.
Into the rest. Okay. Well, thank you very much
Yeah,
for.
thank you.
Because I dug up the treasure.
Is out of order.
The machine is
The
out of
machine
order.
doesn't work.
Then the animals are free, aren't they?
No.
Well, you maybe better send the guarantees to us, okay?
There we go. Then you owed me 500,000. Right. Here's all your money to our show. Notice the manners of Doofus and Dumbo. Hope you enjoy the show. Hey, Dumbo! We get to go to Dalmatians for supper tonight. Won't that be fun? Yeah, then we can scarf down all the food. Yeah! Kids, I need you in the kitchen. I'm first. I'm always last. I'm always second. I'm always first. Why does it matter? But tonight, Dumbo and Doofus are coming over for supper. Now let's make it a special night and remember our best manners. Gee, I hope Dumbo and Doofus have better manners than they did last time. just make it special anyway. Yeah, I hope he doesn't burp in my face again like last time. I hope so. Hope. Well, let's go. Intermission! It's intermission.
Okay,
You turn off the camera. Beatles, Beatles.
it's going.
Beatles, Beatles. Doofus and Dumbo should be here soon. Oh, I'm hungry. Where's supper? Wow. Delicious. Let's eat. Oh.
Are you okay?
Heidi. They should be here soon. Oh. Doofus and Dumbo should be here soon. Ooh, I'm hungry. Where's supper? Ooh, it's right there. Oh. Take 3.
Hey, come here,
No,
Chris.
Mary, it cannot be up there.
Go watch it.
Mom, I'm not doing it. I'm not even leaning on it. Mom, you're taping it.
Want you to lower it a
No,
little bit?
it's that this thing got bent, so it now isn't so long, so it's gonna slip.
Wow.
I'm gonna freeze mine.
You're gonna freeze yours, huh? What did he say?
Grandpa got the bloody one.
Oh, you
The last one.
the last one.
Who got that big? I did. Who got this big long one?
The big long one.
The
Luke,
big
you
northern.
caught it?
Just
Okay.
touch the fish. No.
Chris, which one did you? Where's Christopher's on there? We got it. Okay,
Yeah.
right,
This one.
right there. That
bass.
one's huge. That's huge for a bass, isn't it?
Oh, pretty good size.
Pretty good size. I guess so. Boy.
Dad caught another one about that big.
Luke, why don't you stand over there by Grandpa and Dad and everybody? We'll get you guys
Oh, I
on.
can't really hold this anymore.
Here, I better back
Luke,
up.
you try and hold this up once. I just want you to hold the stringer up once.
Hold the stringer.
Right here. I want you to feel how heavy it is. Okay?
Girls, move, please. Move, Heidi.
That dumb.
Well, hang on to it.
Ow, Dad, I can't do it here.
Heavy, isn't it?
Ow.
Wow. Wee.
What do you think, Chris?
Was it fun fishing?
Yes.
Did those worms you used work pretty good?
He got Chris got kind of tired.
In here. I found 2 worms in here.
Good.
Wheel. Long ones.
Luke, get off. Come on. Well, that's great. Happy fishing, huh?
And I got that one.
Who are you? Hi, Sam.
Never miss an opportunity, okay?
Not this one. We haven't had this yet. Sammy. Hi there, big guy.
Get me out of this foot.
Yeah. Gonna get this. Hi there.
Uh-oh, speed up a little. Say thanks,
Hey,
Grandma, for overfilling.
There's Freddie. Hi, Freddie.
Yep, here's Fred.
Hi, Fred. That's not his name. How's he doing?
How does night go last night, Kathy?
What?
How does night go last night?
Yeah, would you return that? Yeah.
Okay. Anna, let's play the Girl Scouts. I got some meat for the Girl Scouts. Hey, stand up. Sit up there.
Now you can wave. Can you wave? Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and then it's pretty cold, so I don't think you should come out again like that.
Let's see you guys, ballerinas.
Okay, you gonna do anything, Maria? Now look and smile, please. Just a minute now, I gotta get another one.
One more ballerina pose.
All right, look at me though, please. Thank you. Thank you. Who cares?
Oh, should I grandma?
No, that's from the boys, Kermit.
What?
That's from the boys. That's really to you from the boys.
Oh, to Grandpa and Grandma from Luke.
And Christopher.
Here.
What is that? What is that?
Christopher.
Heidi, what is that
Is
that
that
you just
from
put
you
in your bag?
and Luke? Oh, gee,
Heidi, do you want to put your...
Maria, can you move a little bit so we can see it here? There you go.
Oh, oh, oh. What did you put in?
Birdhouse.
Gosh, a homemade one.
Yeah, Christopher made it. He painted it.
That's
There.
wonderful.
Did you make that, Chris?
Yeah.
Did you
That's
make it?
great.
Just a minute. Not yet. Not almost your turn. Just wait.
Thank you so much. Should we put this outside, Christopher? Should we put
We
it
should,
in the house?
It's for you.
We should put a hook on there, Chris, for the birds, too.
Yeah.
Did you make it?
I just gave Dad the glue.
Oh, you gave Dad the glue, huh?
Dad.
A sweater?
Get the paper, Chris.
Kathy, and we walked out without those boxes too. Oh, shoot.
That's okay. Yeah, we forgot it.
Yeah, there's some down there.
Okay, thank you.
A new purse?
New wallet.
Oh, look, I got some new books. Fathers, mothers.
Put time in there.
Yep, that's okay, Luke. We're having fun.
Ah, what am I going to use those for? What are those things for? Wow, did you make it?
Yes, they did.
Oh, that's good, Grandpa. That's going to go in the window. That's wonderful.
Just a minute, Maria. Pretty soon, yeah?
Pretty soon.
I can't believe it.
Mom, 825 cards in
Girls,
Whoa, Luke. Good deal. Oh, wait, no. Okay.
Oh, where'd you get that from, Luke?
You got a bathrobe, too?
Did you get those?
I don't think we have any control anymore, Pete. Let him go. Go ahead, Maria. Open up yours and see what you got. You'll just wait. Oh, Maria, he got that one you wanted.
I gotta get this. Thank you, dear. It is tricky.
What's that one,
Well,
Maria?
I never used it.
Can I see? Yeah, it is tricky. I don't know what the word.
What'd you get there, Maria? Oh, she just has a shape. Yes, Christopher, just a minute. We all want to watch you do yours, too.
Here, let me help you, okay? I'll help you.
Daddy will unhook it
Tie
for
it in
you.
the back here, okay?
Oh, she's beautiful.
Oh, what a
What's her
pretty
name?
duck.
Can I open it?
Just a minute, just a
Baby
minute,
song.
honey.
What's her name?
Oh, she's crying. Uh-oh.
That one and there's another one.
There's the other one. Hi.
Look at the other one. Look.
Merry Christmas.
The other one's pretty peeling. We felt sorry for her. We figured it was
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Thawing pretty soon, your ice cream.
Grandma's birthday tomorrow. Grandma, how old are you going to be?
I'm going to be 63.
Dad, stand in front of me first.
We're not-
Shirley was so reluctant to tell us her age.
Yeah, that's what you do, Chris. You have
Says
Dad
I'm a young lady.
swing you, then ask him
I asked her
to
how old
kick
she
you
was.
in the butt.
She says I'm a young lady.
Stand in front of you first.
Okay.
real ones, you mean? Really?
And we saw these like deer and bison.
It's okay, Bishop.
And we were supposed to see a Siberian tiger, but all I heard was like roar. I didn't see it.
He didn't come out of his
Chris.
cage or what?
He didn't have a cage. He just had this big like forest.
They have a big area that they can run free in, don't they?
But he just stayed under cover, you mean?
You couldn't see him.
Huh, and who went that
Me,
morning?
Anna and Heidi and Phil. He got the day off.
Just the three of you and Phil? Gosh,
That was really nice.
talk about special.
Boy, that was extremely. They'd never been to the Minnesota Zoo.
And we saw these monkeys on an old playground.
Final call.
Oh, here we
Junior
go.
high boys and varsity 800-meter relay. Final call. Boys, junior high and varsity 800-meter relay. Second call. Girls varsity 1600-meter run. First call. Boys varsity 1600-meter run.
Really?
And right there we got Grandpa Red, the fan club.
Here are the results of boys 100-meter varsity. Sixth place, Pete Rogers, Walker Hackensack Akeley. Fifth place, Scott Swanson of Clearbrick Gundick. Fourth place, Noah Gilbertson, Walker Hackensack Akeley.
There we go.
Third place,
I did a
Chris
little bit of
Basinger of Clearbrick Gundick. Second place, Thomas.
I know. And Thursday. I know.
Is it next weekend you're going to? Okay.
Okay.
It's Friday night, I think, right?
Morning, Friday afternoon.
The game is on Friday night, right?
Yeah. I know.
Is that-
Oh, yeah, sure.
I know.
High school starts at 7 o'clock.
And that's right in Cochise. We went to Annandale.
Well, I don't know if that's where the game is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Where is it, Coquille?
Elephant?
Call. Red, maroon, green,
Red maroon cow?
a maroon,
Anybody else?
Yeah.
a maroon, green.
Can you have another one? You didn't eat?
I did.
You want
Very
another one?
good meal, Kelly.
Yeah, delicious. Very
Can I
good.
split one with Chris?
I'll split
Or
one.
Heidi?
See, Sam.
Is this where you just drop them into the dishwasher?
Sammy.
Sam. Yeah, drop in the dishwasher, right? Sam. Hi there, can you say hoop there it is?
Hoop there it is. Hoop there it is.
Okay, thank you. We gotta get that for a memory marker.
Sam. Hoop there it is.
Hoop.
Hoop there it is.
You're doing good with that.
Hoop there it is.
Pretty soon you're gonna tell him, I don't wanna say that anymore, aren't ya?
Song we were singing about Dale. Can you sing that one?
We said day.
Daylight
Come home. Day.
we say, Dale, daylight coming, we wanna go home.
This is Friday.
Yes?
And the
Sam?
third.
How about that song about apples and bananas?
I like to eat like Rafi. Apples and bananas. Rafi,
I like to
eat apples and bananas.
I like to
Eight.
eat
Apples and
apples and
bananas.
I like to
Eat apples and bananas.
Beninis. Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Whoops!
We got Raffy too.
Two, that's more than two, I
They
think.
don't go out.
I don't think I'm gonna have any of that cake.
Yeah. Eyes looking really good.
Amen.
Put those up in the,
Here, give it to me.
Let's save it for next.
For whose birthday is that?
Did you guys wear Christmas?
Yeah, he's wearing it.
Whose is this?
What?
Christopher, how old are you today?
10.
All right, yesterday.
What are these?
And how many candles did you get blown out, Christopher?
I don't know.
Did you leave 2?
No, he had.
Please say it to blow it out. He had like
Cutting
8 left.
Yeah, bring it, cutting.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy just stuck his finger in it too.
I know, look, don't worry, okay? All right, it's okay.
Don't smile too much, though.
Jeepers.
I don't want you to smile too much. Okay?
I'll try not
You
to.
try not to smile, and then it'll be okay. Okay?
Why don't you move in there, Luke, a
Well, you
little
should
bit?
have your other cap on, Kermit, like North Central.
There you go. We'll get some free advertising in there. Move, look a little closer so I can get you both in one shot. Atta boy.
I told you.
Well, if you like it,
All right.
Okay, what kind of questions you want to ask?
okay, are you ready?
Yes.
What can you remember about the Weemy store?
What can I remember about
What can you
the
remember?
Okay, well, I can remember a lot of different things.
Yeah.
I can remember it was kind of a, it was a business center for the, for Eddie Township. It was also a kind of a social center too, because they took the farmers and at the time that was not that those businesses were functional. There was a creamery there. And of course, everybody brought cream there. So what they would do, they bring the cream, and then they'd sit around, and just like going uptown now to the coffee shop.
Okay.
So everybody would sit around and talk about their calves and their cows and whatever else, maybe something about church, maybe something about politics or whatever. So it got to be kind of a social event, and everybody gathered, and it's kind of like an outing for the day or for the they did it. I think they picked up cream. I think it was probably 2 or 3 times during the week.
Okay.
You see, so each day then they would all kind of be a lot of different guys would be down there.
Okay.
And we just spent a lot of time together. And of course, when way back when the community was first developing, there was no cars. Everybody bought remember Grandpa Anderson, he'd bring his cream down there. You've seen these, they were in a can about, they were a can about that high. Well, you've seen this can, haven't you? It's a milk container.
I'm sure.
They're about this big around, and they had a lid on top, and so everybody would come down there with their cream cans.
Okay.
But going way back when, people didn't have cars, or roads weren't very good, or they'd come down there with their horses. They'd come down there with I can remember going down there once with my Uncle Earl, and we went down there, and we all went down with the sled, and we had 2 or 3 or 4 cans of cream, I just can't remember, and that's the way the stuff was brought down there. Of course, as the community developed and it became a little progressive, and the road became a little bit more better. Then they started to come with cars, but they didn't have roads. And I can remember when we went down there, we didn't go on the roads. This was in the wintertime. We'd go out in the fields because there was so much snow, and they didn't have equipment to plow the road. So you just, you had to get down through the creamery. So wherever the least snow was, or that's where you went. And I can remember on Lingren's farm there, where Fritz owns that farm. We didn't follow the road. We went out on those fields. So you go down there, and you had a butter maker there, and you had a couple 3 helpers, they'd pick up cream in one day and drop their cream off, and then the next day would be the day that they would make butter. So they had great big, they were big vats with a kind of a mixer in there, and they would just churn that cream around, and finally you ended up with butter. And then they would take the butter out of these vats, and they had a kind of a square container. It was about that square and about that, about that high. And then they would take the butter out of the vats, and they would plop it in there, and then there were and fill that thing up, and there were little wires going across this way. So when they cut the butter, these squares that you see now, they'd have something to go right down and they cut it into these pound, and then they would wrap that. Wrap it in a little plastic or cellophane type of covering. And they had the cream was they had a big boiler in there, so there was a lot of wood that was brought down there to heat the boiler to generate the heat. And then also there was aside from the creamery, which was the place where the farmers brought their cream. They had to as things developed, and it's hard to think about this, but at one time they didn't have electricity. Everything was done by steam power or whatever else. But then finally we got electricity, and that was about 1940 or 40 or 41 or something like that. And then shortly after that, then they had what they called a locker plant. Where farmers when they they had their own way back when when farmers slaughtered their animals for meat. If it was done in the wintertime, then it was okay. It could be frozen. You wouldn't have to worry about spoiling. A lot of it was, of course, smoked and cured like your hams. But then in the summertime, if you want, then you could also can your meat. Of course, there was a lot of meat that was canned, just like vegetables. But then we got a locker plant. And that was they had like small refrigerators. And each guy we had a locker down there. So when we had some meat that we were going to, we'd slaughter a pig or a cow or something like that. We'd get it cut up, and then we'd wrap it, and they would do that too. They would cut and wrap the meat, and then they would put it in the locker plant, in the locker for us. So that was another part of the business, and of course that came later. The first thing that was there was the creamery, and then after the creamery, then you had a store. There was a store there, and that's where farmers came to buy their coffee and whatever else that they bought. And of course, at that time, people didn't buy so much. There was a lot of canning, so vegetables were either fresh or they were canned. But then in this little store, they had coffee and sugar and flour and some clothing. So that existed for a long, long time. And the other thing that was done at the store, and you probably don't. I know you don't. There was my cousin Stanley Walker, and he used to work there. And they used to buy eggs. Every farm had a small flock of chickens. 25, 50 chickens. Anybody that had 100 chickens, they were big in the poultry business, really big. And now 100 chickens just doesn't even count. But they used to buy eggs down there, and of course the farmers would bring their eggs down there, and the store would buy the eggs from the farmers. And then the farmers would turn around and use the money they got for their eggs to buy stuff at the store. Okay. See? So that was kind of that was, and then then they had a truck, and what Stanley was kind of in charge of this business of buying eggs, and they'd buy the eggs and they can let me have to look at them, see whether or not they were good inside, and then they put them up in little cases. They were about this wide and about that long, and then he'd make a trip down to Duluth once or twice a week. You know, they take the eggs that were purchased and bring them to Duluth, and he had some big store or wherever. I don't know where he sold them. So he'd bring them down to Duluth, and then they would be sold down there. And then what he would also do when he brought the eggs down, then, you know, they bought hardware, and he used to pick up the hardware and bring it back with his truck to the store. So then they would just turn around and sell, you know, nails or screws or barbed wire or big things like that. So that was kind of his thing, and that was really at one time that was really a going kind of business. That was they did a lot of activities in there. So then you had the store, and that was I don't know how many years that wasn't existed. And that was an important part. And the guys would come in there, you know, after they brought their eggs and cream, they'd come in and then they'd stand around and, you know, visit a little bit. And then there was a filling station down there too. You know, and I can remember that they used to sell gas to the farmers. The farmers, it isn't like now where the farmers would come out. They would come out to the farm with a big truck, you know, and fill up their gasoline tanks on the farm. And typically, what you did do, you know, it was still, we had small tractors, small farms. So the farmer would come in, and he'd come in there with a 50-gallon drum. And then he would fill up his 50-gallon drum and then take it back home with him. And that was he uses gas for a tractor, and he had oil and all that.
How much was gas back then?
What?
How much was gas back then?
I don't know, probably 10 cents or something like
10
that.
cents for a gallon?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Wow.
I would guess. I can't remember. I can remember when I was at Springfield that we bought gas for 15 or 20 cents a gallon. I think.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. So it's changed a lot. But the it was a thriving business community, because then people could take care of, you know, they had a store there. They could buy, you know, a lot of their food and clothes and a lot of their hardware goods. And then they had the creamery where they could, you know, they'd sell their produce, and they had a locker plant, and they had a gas. So people didn't, you know, they did their business at Lehman, and they didn't have to drive to Dominic or Clearbrook or something like that. So that was, you know, a lot more convenient. They had to go down there anyhow, so they would take care of their needs down there, a lot of their needs anyhow. So anyhow, that's kind of what Weemy was, and you had some other little communities around there that were kind of the same way. You had one over here south of Gully they called Olga, and it's the same thing. You know, they had their creamery and little store, and there was a guy in Clearbrook that owned 3 or 4 of those stores. He had that one at Weemy, and he had one at Clearbrook. I think he had one at Olga. And so he was kind of a big business kind of thing. Kind of the same sort of thing. Okay. Anything else that?
Yeah. What do you remember anything about the school that was there, or not really?
Well, kind of. There was the school was on the farm, and at the time that
on our farmland.
On our farm, and I can't see. We moved there. It must have been in 43 or 44. I think the school was probably in operation until 1940, 41, or 42, something like that. But I can remember my mother, who would be your great grandmother, was on the school board. She was a lady on the school board, and at that time, going back to 40, that was something very, very different. She was, she's secretary or treasurer.
What was her name?
What? Florence. Yeah, Florence Kjolhaug. Her maiden name, of course, was Anderson. Yeah. You know. But she was on the school board, and I can't recall just exactly when it was, but it must have been in 43 or something, like 42 or 43. Then the kids started to be busted. Then they were, they were busted to Clearbrook. I can remember, the bus, picking us up, but hey, they didn't pick us up where it picked you up. We had to walk down to the store to get picked up.
Wow.
So, we had to leave home about, we probably didn't leave home any earlier than you do, but we'd leave home, and then in the wintertime, we had to, you know, we had to walk down. It was cold. You know, we got 20, 30, 40 below weather, so you didn't spend a lot of time diddly-daddling around. So, no, that was, but no, but I retract some of that. There was a while when the roads were passable, the bus did come up in front of our place. But there were a lot of times where the roads were not passable, so the buses didn't pick us up, and then we had to walk down to the store or down to the corner down there, and then they would pick us up. And of course, in the evening, then we were, then we had to they dropped us off there. I can remember some of those bus rides where the roads were not very good, and it was not easy many times. And it wasn't only just the snow, but some of the roads were really muddy. The ruts would be about it's almost so they could get stuck on the road. They weren't very good roads, but they're just barely good enough to get around. So that was hey, you got through it.
Yeah.
You got through it. So, anyhow, then there were times when things were really bad, when the weather was really bad in the wintertime. Then we'd go to town and we'd stay. It was just buses couldn't pick us up, so we would stay in town. I remember one time, no big deal, but we had some really bad snowstorms, and we skied into town, found a place to stay, and so it was kind of one of those experiences that you remember.
When was Florence a teacher at the school?
I don't know if I don't really recall when she taught there. She taught
Before she was married, maybe?
Oh yeah, she taught before she was married, but and she could have taught there. I'm not really sure, but there were some other schools that she taught around. She taught in the 20s. We had a picture of her where she taught at Gondik.
Oh.
There's a picture there of a whole bunch of kids and mothers standing there. A number of people. There are probably not so many now, but when we first came back, there was a number of them that remembered Mother as a teacher there. So she taught there, I don't know, a number of years, but she's taught some of these districts right around 80 Township. So, I don't know how many years she taught, but she started teaching when she was about 16, 17 years old. You just had to go to what they call normal school.
You got those two?
Yeah, and then there's a third one that we couldn't find. Right? Well, we all shot at that one, so.
Well, one of us, all three of us.
I'm sure it was
The
hit.
poor thing.
Look at blood.
Yep.
Wowee.
Maybe it is.
Look out, Christopher. Move over a little bit. There we go. Your first duck, huh?
Blooding.
Who got the goose?
Yeah. That was John.
Wow.
And then yeah.
Little baby one too.
Where's the little baby one?
Way back there.
This little guy?
Yeah.
This is actually a full-size one. It's just a different kind, though.
Is it really? What kind is that?
It's Greenland tail.
No, dog.
Wow.
There's hundreds of
Oh,
them
no.
down there.
Are there?
Everywhere.
Really?
No, dog. No.
Are those the kind? Do you usually shoot that kind? You could shoot any kind of duck.
Yeah.
Well, most times.
Yeah. Can't shoot. What can't you shoot now?
Wood ducks?
No, you can shoot wood ducks. Canvasback. Yeah, there's a new
Oh,
season
cute,
on it now.
ducky. You're so cute, little baby.
Yeah, wow. You guys got quite a catch there then. Good.
No, dog. That. No, dog.
That is huge. Esther, go see how big that is.
No.
That is a huge goose. Look at that.
Uh-oh, that dog biting me.
JD. JD, no.
No.
Wow, that.
Esther, I'll bet it even weighs more than you.
No.
Wow, we.
Yeah, tummy.
What did you say?
Big fat.
Good Friday. Here we are. Flying kites instead of going to community service tonight. Visiting Katie. Sammy and Laura brought this treasure up. A family event. behold. And here's the rest of the family. All of it. Skittles, 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 kitty, kitty. My 15-year-old fighting with the kite. There you go. Oh, there he goes. Ooh, almost. Oh, it almost got up there for him.
Come on, let out some string. That's it.
Let out some string, get the feel of it.
Look at Sam. There it is.
Holy cow.
Looks like a big dragonfly.
Oh, it's beautiful. Cool. Oh, look at it. Whoa. Wow. Wow. Doing a little bit. Out here, we should have the temperature. I'll bet the wind chill is probably about 40 at least. Patience of Job, that one. Maybe not. Here we go, Dad. You show him how it's done. Let it out. Ooh, the master flight kite flyer. The touch. He's got the touch. He's got the patience. He's got the skill. He's showing his boy how to do it. That a boy, Dad. Up she goes. Down she comes. Go, go, go. Up, 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 up. Catch the wind. Almost. Ooh, it does look like a big dragonfly. Cool. 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 Yeah. Up, 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 up. Oh, wow. Pretty. Very pretty. Wow, there she goes. Yeah. It's pretty far off the ground. Up, 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 up. Down. That's good. Up again. Up again. Wow. Looks good. That's up. Good job, Dad. Get the whole perspective on things. There we go. Looks good. Pretty, huh? That's so pretty, Sam. I like it.
What you doing?
I'm going to take a picture. You guys going to go in the house because it's cold?
Yeah.
It's cold. You should go in.
Kathy said no. She doesn't.
What about you? You're not even dressed for the occasion.
I'm cold.
Yeah, well, your ears are red.
I'm very
See,
cold.
You're very cold?
Skittles.
Yeah, I'm very cold too, Sam.
I'm very cold. Are you really cold?
Oh, yeah.
Look what Sam made me.
Whoa.
I want to go inside. Can we go inside, Kathy?
Yeah, I think I'm going to. I'm going in.
Let's wait for Kathy, okay?
We have a long evening plan, a long afternoon plan. Arnold said he's got an hour service for us. That's what you said, wasn't it?
I also said, yeah, you were gonna do it.
Now, what did you say there? Okay, well, this is wonderful. This is really great. You know, we've had these Memorial Day celebrations, you know, every year, and it's just so wonderful to see everybody here. You know, if I recall back when I was a younger person, I want to say how long ago that was, but it's a few years ago. You know, if we had a church full like this, that'd be considered a full house. So we're so grateful that everybody came to the Memorial Day, and of course for this baptism, and that's kind of special for us. I look here, and I know that there are a good many of you, or at least several of you, that have been baptized here. That Arnold has been baptized here. And Mary, have you been baptized here in this church? See, what? Yeah. And probably building. You know, so this is really kind of special. We have the older, not old, but older people, and then we have younger people. And that's so great. You know, we can have young people and we can have old people. Another reason it's kind of special to Barb and myself is that our oldest child was baptized here in 1954. So I'm sure she wasn't the last person to be baptized here, but surely, you know, one of those was, you know, near the end of the time of the church. I was looking back there, and I saw that the church was officially closed in 1966. So that was just about 10, 12 years. So there weren't too many people that were baptized in the church after 54. So anyhow, it's a special day for a number of different reasons. And we're here, one of them here to commemorate the baptism of Esther and Rebecca. Now, for those of you who don't know, Esther and Rebecca are our grandchildren. And they were adopted by Peter and Kathy. And they came from India, the latter part of January or something like that.
February.
What? What was it? February. Okay, they came in February. And can you imagine? You know, it's just hard for me to comprehend, but here these children came from India. They came from Christian orphans. I say some wrong things, Kathy. Correct. They came from Christian orphans. They came from India. It was warm, hot climate, and Peter and Kathy met them downstairs, down in Minneapolis at the airport. So you can imagine coming from India up to northern Minnesota, but you step out of the plane and say, we got a completely different environment. And I can remember, you know, so well, you know, when we first saw the children, and you know, you always wonder, you can't help it. But we saw them in the house. We came at early in the morning, and we got over the house in the late afternoon. You're Rebecca, so happy. They were so enthused, and there was no hesitation at all about coming to Barb and ourselves at all. It was just all open. And that, you know, kind of gives you a little bit of an insight into what the kids are like, because that's truly what they have been like. They've been really a joy to have around, a joy to be with them, and I know that they've been a joy to communicate. But anyhow, Kathy asked me to have a little prayer, and you know, I was kind of looking for ideas, different things. Well, I came across something here, and I thought it was kind of appropriate because it's about children and family, and children and family are kind of near and dear to the heart of Barbara and myself. and as you are to any parent. But especially now, we're getting to be a little bit different, because we are not only children, we are grandkids. I mean, we have 21 or 22 grandchildren, so it's not like there's something new. But anyhow, I thought this was kind of a neat statement here, because of the things that it said, and it kind of caught my eye. It's a little verse here from Proverbs, the 17th chapter, the 6th verse. And it goes like this: children's children are a crown to the aged, and parents are the pride of their children. You know what a great statement that is, that we can, if the children are our crown, and that we, as parents, can be crowned to our children. And it says, and this is kind of a little nice little reading here. I just like to go over. It won't take an hour. We cannot change the past, and that includes the way we reared our children. All of us, as every parent I have ever met, would love to step into the time tunnel and return to the island of the second chance. And I'm sure we've all thought about that. We would give anything to relive those years and correct the failures and mistakes we committed the first time around. All such fantasy wishes need to be erased. They can never be fulfilled. The parenting process offers only one pride per child, one day at a time, never again to be repeated. Someone once said, life is like a coin. You can spend it any way you wish, but you spend it only once. This is never more true than with rearing children. About the time we get fairly good at it, our kids are all young adults and gone, and having come closer than ever to perfecting the process, we suddenly realize that our children aren't listening, which means that we're qualified for one major role, and that's grandparents. And that's what Barb and I have now. We love being grandparents, and we hope that we can interact with our kids, and we can, in the process of doing this, help children and help ourselves. Okay, I'd like to close with a little prayer here. Dear God, we thank you for this day. This is a special day. It's a special day because it's your day. Though the weather may not agree with us, it's still a special day because there are yet so many beautiful things for us to see and to look at. We have to, it's special to us for where we are, because we are in a church here that has there's a real heritage, and there's some real family ties here. And those ties are so important. We just have to look around the church here, and look out in the cemetery, and we see those headstones, and it doesn't take much of an imagination to think about Joe and Axel and Sally and some of those others, old timers being here with us. So we have the old part. But then we also have something new today. And that is that we have a baptism here. Arnold's going to be baptizing Esther and Rebecca. And this is special too, because Peter and Kathy are bringing those children to you, to follow you, to go in your graces. And we know that Peter and Kathy, along with Luke and Chris and Maria and Rebecca, they're going to work with the children. They're going to do good by it. The other thing, it's a special day, is that we have the day of baptism, we have the day of celebration. And the other thing I like to look at is all you have to do is look outside. And I think Barbara counted, I think there were 16 flags out there that were members of this area that gave their lives to preserving the heritage of our country and preserving the rights for us to worship as we wish. And that's something we just don't want to ever give up. So we have so many different things to be thankful for, and we appreciate all that you've done for us, and we ask that you would go with us as we meet here, and leave now, we have some music. So Heidi and Maria are going to, Maria wants to play the old Kjolhaug chords. How to? Got forward in the hand. Okay, and we are going to read together Psalm 100. It's in the red book, page 199. You want to read it?
Hey, Sam.
Thanks, Maria. Thank you, Maria. Sam, look, there's Kathy. Hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye. Enough.
To your right.
To your right.
Yeah. To your right. There she is. You wave? No, that's
Hello. Bye-bye. Hello, goodbye. Up north. Up. What? Up north. Up north. Up. No. Up. North. Up. Huh? Up north. Above houses.
She's there right now.
Take a picture. Let's play.
Second, first, get out.
This Saturday, so I don't think I am. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, Sam, bounce. Yeah. Bounce, 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 bounce with the ball, bounce, bounce, bounce. Sam, are you 4? 3?
Picture of Luke.
4?
I asked a little girl at the pool when her birthday was.
I get to take a picture.
Number 40. Please take here. I'm going to take pictures.
Some pictures for me.
You have to show true beauty. It's a camera. Come on.
Oh, that's okay. She's just about us.
The
Okay.
Miss America face. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's the Mr. America face. There. That's closer. There. There you go.
Oh, cute.
Oh, no, that's not it either. No, come back, come back. Bad picture. Bad picture. There. There you go. There. And say hi. Huh?
Does she have problems with gas?
Well, honey, when you travel in the car for
Well,
6
no,
hours.
I didn't mean that. Some babies are.
Gassy?
Yeah, I'll remember. I think that's it. It couldn't be her family. That's not it. It has to be gas. That's right.
You spray me. This way. This way. This way. One's kind of stiff. Don't pour it on me. Who was the good one with this idea, Chris? Chris was the one
Can
with
you figure that out?
good idea? Huh. This doesn't work very
Figure that
well.
out?
This doesn't seem to work very well. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the problem is. See, it barely squirts. Huh. What, isn't anyone going to go in with them?
Say, Kai, why don't you put some water on your dad?
Don't.
Take that cup of water and throw it on him.
Hey, why don't you go do it on Pete? For being such a wise.
No, don't. I'm taking your picture. You don't want to throw water on me.
You can only put it on his pants and his shoes.
No, good boy.
You could do this. Here, come here. You want to help me? Come here. Come here.
Hey, quit it.
You get him?
Hey, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Squirt daddy. Squirt daddy.
Hey, you!
Spray you.
You better not spray me.
Yeah.
There. How about that?
He's got a swimming pool.
Oh, big one.
Spray you.
I think so. I don't know.
Hey!
So he's not afraid of water. Does he swim, Mark?
We do it.
Swim, what do you mean?
Just swim.
Swim.
Swim. By himself.
Like not
Oh,
touching the bottom.
no.
He doesn't do that.
You can't do that.
Oh, get out of the car. Oh, the mayor's hand.
Squeeze it.
Hey, who's getting me wet?
How about Dad?
Squirt daddy.
How about Daddy there?
No.
Squirt dad.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You.
I got you. Want some more? Here. Food?
Where's my mark?
Guys, past the mosquito season?
Don't piss. Stop.
It's not that scary. You can get a few, but you listen to some people talk, it's terrible. We just,
You mean around here?
yeah.
So they look bad up in the boundary line.
I don't think they're bad.
Yeah. I'm so confused. Hi. Throw this on her.
Don't give him any bad ideas.
See, you girls did so well in
Just for
today.
that?
We were proud of you. That was neat. And Christopher too.
Yeah, dump it on him.
You sang.
That. Whoa! Hey, you! Quit that! Quit that! Quit!
Hi.
Quit!
Hi, Squirter.
Quit that!
Let's go, Mark.
No bugs, cool, no wind.
Let's open it.
Well, he's just showing him for the first time, yeah. Esther, come on. Back away.
happens.
Kjolhaug. Kjolhaug, smooth.
Yeah, I'll be up on.
What do you say?
Thank you.
Is that one that really flies?
Stand up.
Oh!
So
Those are so cool. You should go outside and fly this outside because it goes way up in the sky and it flies all the way down to the ground.
He'll love that.
So cool.
I can just see that soaring through my house.
That's great.
Maria. Right by your feet, honey.
Dad, Mommy. Is that for you?
Your Kai's going, is that Kai's too? Thank you so much. Wow.
Steve.
Look at her. She likes that. Look at that. Boy, she seems like really a peaceful little girl, doesn't she? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Mommy, what?
You're right.
You can go outside and see this.
I read your letter from Costa Rica.
Should I open
Oh,
it?
did you?
So how do we do that?
Well, you know, maybe these guys would show you.
I know.
These are so cool. I love these. You can't do them in the house.
Pretty
though.
shoes.
Be careful. Let me show you.
Thank you so much.
You're 52, 54, and a pair makes 10. Okay. And I have, Luke, can you count?
You?
Yeah, count my hand.
15,
Heidi with her little head here. Come forward. There's all the ancestors. Play.
The ancestors, okay. The relatives.
And here's all our beautiful food.
Mm-hmm.
And then come. And this is where Kathy and Peter sleep.
Yes.
And there is their dresser.
Mm-hmm. And there's me. Yo. Okay.
You come here, you notice that they are laying on the couch reading a Laura Ingalls Wilder book. Well, and then you see my bunk, Maria's bunk, and Heidi's bunk. We're probably going to switch tonight.
Hamper clothes. It works.
I want bottle. When we're babies, you feed us too. I want.
When you're babies, we fed you.
There you go.
Mommy's gonna put a movie on. Oh, gee, Kathy. Oh. Wait, I gotta look at that.
How you doing, Heidi? Huh? Eating what?
Chili.
Maria, what do you have? Coming down the steps here, so it's a little bumpy. That's scrumptious? How old are you, Maria? Ooh. And how old are you, Heidi? Oh.
Are you soon 4? When is your birthday? Is it August 30th?
Yeah.
You're right.
Dad's coming.
Is he coming?
Go ahead, Grandma. We'll get a little bit of you on there, too.
Okay, here you go.
She doesn't want to be filmed, I know.
Just a little bit.
I do have 2.
Thanks, Grandma.
I do have 2.
Thanks, Grandma.
Here's Daddy.
So we say that's his birthday soon. Right, Chris?
Right.
That's not his birthday.
Ed and Carolyn are not going to be there this weekend, but we're going to stay there if there are more that we can.
Where are they going to be?
I don't know, where are they going? Cancer thing or something?
But now let's see who is the biggest.
So,
Mine.
Yep.
Let's see who's the biggest. Mine. Mine.
you should get the puppy, Kathy. That's the important thing.
We got him last
She's the boss, isn't she?
Grandpa, here's the biggest.
Oh, should I eat that for you?
No.
Oh, come on.
I think Grandma was referring to the puppy when you said she's the boss, right?
Yeah, that's exactly
Okay,
what I meant.
thank you. We don't want to analyze this 10 years down the road.
What is that? Well, don't say that, Pete.
I'm just stating the fact.
What did you say, Pete?
Nothing.
Well, it'll probably tape, so I'll catch it later.
Yeah, I think it probably did too.
Betty.
Say it, Peter. I agree with you.
Yeah, say it in front of the whole world here.
Is that too?
I bought it.
I don't.
Were you scared?
A little bit. I was just scared it was going to fall.
Were you?
I did.
Who was your partner?
Jonathan Ellers.
Did they give me an ID?
I don't know.
They did.
Does he, do they live way out in the country?
No,
They
just
live
that one. That
not
was-
too far, much kind of between Bagley and Clearbrook, so towards Clearbrook, like maybe like 2 miles out of town or something.
Kids not that on computer like that.
How about this, Kermit?
Yeah. Beautiful.
And Christopher did great on the spotlight. He ran the whole spotlight for the show. He ran the whole spotlight for the show.
Did you?
Go!
No, good.
You know, we can't figure out how you got grandparents like that and we have girls like this, you know.
That's because they're parents.
I was teasing Wayne Johnson about that too tonight, you know.
Yeah.
Because his
Chelsea's.
Chelsea's grandpa was teasing him about that.
Yeah.
That she was so cute, I can't understand where it came from. It must have been a recessive gene or something.
Luke.
And Luke did a good job emceeing. Not that you want to have this film someday.
What?
Not that you want to look at this film someday, but you look good.
Doesn't he
You look great.
He looks a little ruddish.
That's from the blood vessels.
That's from the broken blood vessels.
Really?
You seen me this morning, Kat, you wonder.
When he vomits, he really puts all of it into it. I don't mean in the dish either. I mean,
Ooh.
whoa, that's really.
Quick nurse here.